November 5th, that was a doozy, huh? It only confirmed what I've been saying all along. That white people still scared. It's okay. I want you to know it's gonna be all right. That blanket of white supremacy is gonna get slowly, very slowly curled back. Just a little slower than we thought, that's all. And I want my white friends, and I'm sure some of my so-called peers voted for that motherfucker, to just know when that blanket does get peeled back and white supremacy's dead, you're gonna be all right. I'm sending this out to Flora because there's nothing more important to Flora than white people's comfort. This one's called My Vow. This is my vow to all my white friends that you're gonna be okay. You don't have to do this shit. I promise not to eat you when it all dies. Not looking for your demise, not looking to the future. Surprise is surprise. I'm in the summer shower, I won't shock you up, put you into this shit. I can't speak for all my brothers and sisters, cause you white folks look delicious. When my supremacy dies, I promise not to eat you. Supremacy dies. Resist. You white people look yummy, and I need my nutrition. Just Flora, I'm saying. Flora, wait till the track you joined me on. You don't even know what's coming. All right. I'm sorry, skinhead boys. Very tasty. They need a little seasoning, but. Just saying. So sorry, skinhead boys. One tongue lashing from Jenny Whiskey was not enough. You just need one more.
We'll do that next.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is our record release. Maybe we should play some new songs. I'm sorry. Was I skimming this one and telling on myself about my mental health? Perhaps. Anyway, to the old punk rock ethos of just destroying yourself while everything around you gets destroyed. Maybe just mental illness, I don't know. But anyway, this one's called Dive. If you find yourself falling, why not fucking dive? Or wouldn't you? Tell them about themselves.
It's nothing any of you haven't heard before, let's be fair. I wish you all the luck, but it'll pass you by. Why did you have to suck? You couldn't even try to hold on to the best that's ever come your way. Afraid to face the touch, always another. What's lost is too late. We're crawling back to what we should have been. I know all my love, now welcome to my hey, you're sad, baby. It's a hard thing to do. It's ready to stay here. The world is not leaving. And you leave me this way. Such a hard place to be. But it's ready to stay here. And the world is not leaving. And you leave me this way. No one can do you right, no one can do you wrong. I'm picking you up, wherever you should go. I wanna keep you up, never up your track, so want to hold you up. No one's at your back. You actually self-destroy, don't need to be on them. I don't know your voice, but you go treat your life like a toy. While I'm crying, oi, oi, oi. It's a hard place to be, but it's ready to stay. In a world without baby, and you leave me this way. Such a hard place to be, but it's ready to stay. In a world without baby, you leave me this way. Life of blessed, so many days ago. I wonder where you go, whatever way you go. You want to speak, you know, only right there. I had you all my lifetime. Now you chosen us to the rail. It's a hard place to be, but it's ready to stay. In a world without me, and you leave me this way. Such a hard place to be, but it's ready to stay. In a world without me, you leave me this way.
Well, yeah. All right. We'll do a few more here, including the title track off the album. By the way, new drummer, not cool? This is just show number 2. Broke his cherry down in Salem, Pennsylvania last night. So he's a little lubed up for you Brooklyn clowns. I don't think it hurts as much. It's getting better, I'm glad to hear that. That's good. This is the title track off that new album. For sale over there. Drink and Rage. And this is a 16 and up show, but I don't think any minors are in the building. So I'm not encouraging underage drinking. Yes, I am. Whatever you've been through in life, during the week, during the day, you've earned a drink. This one's called Drink and Rage.
That's right. Yesterday there was a baby and he said the same thing.
There was an infant in the house last
night. There was a baby.
Infants have it rough. They deserve a drink. You know what you want, Alright, so whether you live the skinhead lifestyle or not, you're here with us tonight supporting the new album. You're officially droogies. You are our droogs. So this goes out to all of you. Well, we usually fucking parody 80s songs, right? We went back to the 70s for this one. It's for all my droogies in the house, all of you. It's called All the Young Droogs. Take it back to where it all began before we depart. There's some old farts in here down for another Inspector 7 song, I think.
Friends, when you were a young droog, where did you live? What crew did you belong to?
Listen, before the band, there was the song. Before the song, there was the crew. Circa 1992, they were called City Stompers. Sing along, Meadows. Thank you, Greg Behan, for joining us on keys for that. He quit the band like a year ago. But, well, listen.
We're kind of like herpes.
You see,
Keep coming back to
you can quit, but you never really leave, you know? I'm just saying. By the way, it's been a year. We're officially jumping him out of the band tonight. Anyone who wants to join in with us, you know, feel free. I invited Cooley earlier. He said he wanted no part of it. I don't know. All right, so this was going to be our last song, the one we just played. You know, end with City Stompers, right? Wouldn't that be proper? But we're so close to the holidays, like, I feel like we'd be remiss if we just didn't play one Christmas carol before we left, right? A holiday, proper holiday song, don't you think? Hold on. I need a wardrobe change. Here we go. Get into the spirit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now we're ready. You know, because this is our last show, like, before 2025 starts, so this is it. This is the closest one to get to Christmas, right? So let's sing a proper, like, Christmas carol, a classic that you guys would all know. Especially Flora, being from the DC area. I'm just saying. So, Merry Christmas to all of you, and Happy New Year. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time, NYC. We'll be back soon enough. For the Hub City Stompers from across them rivers. Thank you, Flora, for having us on your jammy. This lineup was so fucking dope tonight.